Man City really taking the cake here. Now, there's a couple of stories to go over. Obviously, I think Mbappe is already signed with Real Madrid. But that almost seems boring. We kind of knew it was coming. And it'll change the dynamic, and there'll be plenty of time to talk about it. But the story that actually really, really caught my eye today was that of Manchester City. Now, Manchester City is actually, and this isn't a joke, suing the Premier League over what is, I believe it was, it's like ATF laws. I'm going to pull it up right here. APT laws. Associated Party Transaction Laws, okay? So basically what that means is if they are making a deal, and this is obviously for every club, if they are making a deal with a party that is associated with the owners of the club already, so, hey, like Todd Bowley owns obviously Chelsea. Now he has another company, and they're going to make a deal. A third party would assess a fair market value of that deal. Apparently, Man City have a big problem with this. Now, we'll go over some of the details here on exactly what their problem is, but it just reeks of just like when we go over like what they're stating. It just reeks of time wasting, and you keep throwing legal cases and just extending what is hanging over their head, which is the 115 charges that I feel like nobody brings up except for the fans. And they just keep doing these things, and they keep stifling, and even the 115 charges. I mean, the Nottingham Forest stuff went quickly, the Everton stuff went quickly, but City have the money and the backing to just hire lawyers and just waste time is what it looks like. And from what has been reported as well is that they just they take their time handing over documents. There's appeals, there's this, there's that. And again, it's within their legal right to do so, obviously. And we're not going to back them, or we're not going to blame them for that. And it just is taking forever. And again, that's a separate issue. Now they're bringing up this issue, which is, again, the APT rules, and so it's becoming a mess. And quite frankly, it feels like, again, it's just a giant it's just weird. Look, okay, let's go over I have a couple of the stories, and then we'll go over a little bit more of our thoughts here, but let's just pull it up, okay? So the first one is breaking. Man City have launched an unprecedented legal action against the Premier League, in a move that has sparked civil war in English's top flight football. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say civil war yet. There has been only one team that has backed City, and I don't even know that it has been reported which one. So there's that. And then, within the 165-page legal document, Man City argue that they are the victims of quote-unquote discrimination, describing the PL's Associated Party Transaction, APT, rules that have been approved by the rivals to stifle their success on the pitch as tyranny of the majority. Now, I don't know if the lawyers in City's department have just been, reading books and just going over the laws and just studying that, and they didn't notice that there was a couple, 4 parades that just happened. They've won the league 4 times. What exactly is being stifled? They get any player they want so far, right? What exactly has been stifled by the Premier League that they're not able to do? Now, again, this is in theory so that you still, the Premier League, I think, is still holding on to. And honestly, the biggest threat to it has been City. It's trying not to be a farmers league. It's trying to be competitive, and that's what everyone loves, is that it's competitive. Is the cold and rainy night in Stoke, anybody can win. You can have an off night, whatever, the XYZ. But City are dominating the league, and it's just, I've only seen it this year. It's just making it a little bit not fun, right? And now it's been 4 in a row, and people are coming up with rumblings. Is it turning into the Bundesliga? Is it turning into the French Ligue 1? Which Ligue 1 can't even get TV rights sold. So I think the Premier League, rightly so, are trying to avoid that. And City still have the audacity, winning 6 of the last 7, 4 off a trot, to be like, you guys are bullying me. I can't do anything I want. You guys are bullies. What the hell are they talking about? Like, seriously, what are they talking about? I don't get it. And when I saw it, I was like, listen, they can hire expensive lawyers. Maybe they'll make a good point. Tyranny of the majority? You're the fucking majority. You've won the last 4. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Listen. What are they talking about? Seriously, what are they talking about? They do whatever they want, and it's still not enough. That is absolutely incredible. Listen, maybe they wanted to spend a lot more. So I guess that's a thing, but man, they've absolutely been able to do whatever they want. And again, obviously they do have the 115 charges matter that is still hanging over their head. So is this, a way of trying to distract, obfuscate? Is this a way of trying to put them off? Is this a way of trying to hey, if you try to do this to us, we're going to try to do this to you? I honestly, there isn't a clear thinking that, I can't get into their head and see what exactly it is that they're thinking. I really can't. But hey, listen, they're doing this, and so, seriously, what can you say? What can you say? It is just, it seems incredible to me. Again, a team that has won 4 in a row. And again, this is somebody else said this, and credit to David Lynch, who I saw some questions. Why would Man City want to challenge associated party transaction rules when they operate so successfully within them? And then when they say the rules are anti-competitive, do they mean hold back teams who haven't won 6 out of 7 titles? It's just weird. Again, you can say a lot about the Premier League. I think that they haven't been able to regulate the refereeing as well as we would have liked. A lot of leagues, I'm sure, have that problem. It is tricky, and then they're dealing with the union. I'm sure there's a couple other things, but I really, this absolutely does not seem like it is one of the issues. They're trying to keep it competitive, and City just absolutely going for it, I guess, and trying to get this legal action, and it's supposed to go on for a couple of weeks. There's supposed to be some deliberation, and maybe we'll find out some sort of result within 2 weeks, but it is definitely interesting. But let me know what you think. Does Man City have a point? Again, seriously, I'm trying to see that maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is some glaring thing that I'm missing. Again, because I understand that Chelsea have obviously operated within hey, they've spent so much money. And because of Saudi Arabia buying some of their players, they've been able to finagle some deals that way, and giving players long contracts, shortens or lengthens the transfer fee, so it's not all hitting at 1 year. And the tax games, they're playing tax games and budget loopholes and this and that. So I get that there is some of that. Obviously Manchester United has spent a fair amount of money as well. So again, they should all operate under some guidelines. But this just seems like they're really, Man City is really swinging for the fences. And I don't see a clear thinking here. I really don't. I have no idea where they think that they've been where they think that they've been stifled. I don't know. It's odd. It's odd for sure. But again, let me know what you think. Does it have some merit, or do you think that they are right? Do you think that they're wrong? Are you confused as hell as me? So let me know what you think down below, and we'll keep an eye on it.